Call this meeting to order. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you for turning on my mic. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like our volunteer of the month to please lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. And we'll do, I know we have a roll call here. There it is. We'll do our roll call. Director Hodges.
Here.
Director Rosen.
Here.
Director Hatcher.
Here.
Director Lamnon. Here. And President Andrade is absent. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to report from closed session. We had 3 items tonight, 2 of which had no reportable action, unless some staff tells me differently. And for the liability claim, we voted to deny that. Okay. And then we'll move on to oral communications. So our introduction of our new employee.
Hello, good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. I'm here to introduce our new hire, Elaine Tran, for the Human Resources Department. Elaine Tran has been working with HARD since July of 2023. She started out as a part-time office assistant and quickly established herself as a vital contributor to the Human Resources staff. We are happy to announce that Elaine has been selected to be our new Clerk 2 and will be working in an increased capacity with the HR team at HARD. Elaine is wonderful to work with. She puts others first and has an empathetic touch, which comes naturally to her. Some of Elaine's strengths include her ability to build strong working relationships and being able to quickly understand how things work. She prides herself on her quality of work and loves to be very thorough and thoughtful in her actions. Outside of HARD, Elaine enjoys crocheting and knitting, reading, and going on hikes with her family and friends. We are thrilled to have Elaine continue at HARD as our new Clerk 2 with our Human Resources team.
Terrific. Welcome, Elaine. And would you like to say anything?
Okay. Hi, I'm Elaine Tran, and to add on to what Lapin had said, I just wanted to let you know that before I came to HARD, I was a communications professional, and in my previous roles, as I got to work very closely with HR to celebrate agency milestones and keep employees engaged, it always piqued my interest to know what goes behind the scenes when it came to HR operations. 2 years ago, I got that opportunity to join this amazing team that's around me tonight. And as I became more hands-on, it's definitely reaffirmed that this is what I was meant to do, but also this is where I need to be. I'm so grateful for my team and everybody here at HARD for their guidance and support, and I look forward to continuing to thrive and grow my new role.
As Director Hatcher said, it is awesome. We're thrilled to have you in this role. We're now going to do a picture.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yes, we won't be offended if you leave after your item, although we've got great stuff happening. Great, thank you. And now we have a proclamation regarding Special Districts Week.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Nicole Espinoza Roa, the Assistant to the General Manager and Public Information Officer. This evening, I'm going to share with you the proclamation for Special Park District Week. Whereas special districts are local governmental agencies created by a community residents, funded by those residents, and overseen by those residents to provide specialized services and infrastructure. And whereas today, just over 2,000 independent special districts provide millions of Californians with essential services, including services related to water, sanitation, water recycling, fire protection, electricity, parks and recreation, healthcare, open space, ports and harbors, flood protection, mosquito abatement, cemeteries, resource conservation, airports, transit, road maintenance, veterans facilities, and more. And whereas special districts first arose when San Joaquin Valley farmers needed a way to access their local water supply. And whereas under the Wright Act of 1887, the Turlock Irrigation District became California's first special district and made it possible for local farmers to identify and diversify agriculture in California's Central Valley. And whereas in the 20th century, special district increased dramatically in both number and scope. And during the periods of prosperity and populational growth that followed both world wars, when the demand for all types of public services increased and special districts met that need. And whereas, although originally created to provide individual services, in 1961, the legislature authorized special districts to address multiple needs when it provided for multipurpose community service districts. And whereas special districts vary in size and scope and serve diverse communities throughout California, from small rural neighborhoods such as the Pine Cove Water District in the San Jacinto Mountains of the County of Riverside to large urban areas such as the East Bay multiple utility districts spanning much of the counties of Alameda and Contra Costa. And whereas local residents own special districts and govern them through local elected or appointed boards, a series of sunshine laws ensure special districts remain transparent and accountable to the communities they serve, as these laws require open and public meetings, public access to records, regular audits, online posting of finances and compensation, and more. And whereas to prevent overlapping services and ensure that local agencies are operating effectively and efficiently to meet community needs, special districts are formed, reviewed, consolidated, or dissolved through a methodical local process that includes the oversight of a local agency formation commission and the consent of local voters. And whereas in 1969, several independent special districts formed a statewide association called the California Special Districts Association, commonly referred to as CSDA, to promote good governance and improve essential local services through professional development, advocacy, and other services for all types of independent special districts. And whereas the Hayward Area Recreation and Park District seeks to promote democratic institutions, community-based services, local control, and self-determination. And whereas the Hayward Area Recreation and Park District seeks to promote and educate the public about their local public service providers, including awareness and understanding of special districts. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Hayward Area Recreation and Park District that the Hayward Area Recreation and Park District hereby joins the California State Legislature in proclaiming the week of May 18th, 2025 to May 24th, 2025 inclusive to be Special Districts Week and encourage all residents to be involved in their community and be civically engaged with their local government.
Yay, special districts. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, and then we have one more special item today is our Volunteer of the Month.
Good evening, Vice President Lamnon and Honorable Board of Directors. My name is Leah Martinez, and as a Recreation Supervisor here at HARD, it's my distinct honor this evening to present to you the Volunteer of the Month for May 2025, Ewan Lee. Ewan has been volunteering with HARD since 2022 and has been a dedicated part of our Volunteers in Parks program for 3 years now. He has participated in over 30 VIP events, contributing more than 100 hours of community service. Ewan always arrives at every volunteer event with a can-do, positive attitude. He loves helping make a difference in our community and enjoys seeing the results of our collective efforts to beautify our local parks. During events, Ewan is often one of the first to arrive and is quick to assist others and welcome new participants to their first VIP event. He works meticulously to ensure that weeds and invasive plants are removed from our parks and that mulch is evenly distributed. His hard work and dedication shine through in both his actions and the positive energy he brings to every project. In addition to his ongoing work with the VIP program, Ewan has also volunteered at special events such as our popular Unhaunted House program. We are so happy to recognize and honor Ewan Lee as our May 2025 Volunteer of the Month. Ewan, would you like a few words?
I would just like to say I am very honored and thankful for receiving this reward, and I also enjoy all the volunteers I've done. And I would also like to extend my thanks to Chaz, who is not here, as he set up all these events for all of us.
Very well said. And thank you so much for all your work. We will take a photo. And if you want to see it again, it will be posted on YouTube, that presentation, this meeting. So you can point everybody to your great work. Thank you again. Congratulations. Okay. A friendly reminder that this meeting is bilingual and therefore being translated into Spanish. And so a reminder to all of us to speak slowly and clearly so that we can help our translators to keep the meeting as inclusive as possible. We'll go now to our public comment section, and I have one card in the house, so I'll start with that one. And then if anybody on Zoom wanted to make a comment, they can do that as well. Our first speaker is Jody. Is it Culver? Okay.
It's okay. Okay. Yes. So I am just speaking once again about the I've written letters about a year and a half ago, a number of letters about the tree planting scheme at Greenridge Park, and from someone with a horticulture background who really greatly appreciates our Oak Bay woodland. Like for example, looking at your symbol there, which is great, but it's not, our Oak Bay woodland is round. Our oak trees are round, bay trees are round. Most all of our trees that are in the Crow Canyon area are rounded. So when you look at the larger landscape, that's what you see. So what they planted out all kinds of invasive pines, Mondale pines, which the park district, even though they were warned that they should not be planting them, they went ahead and did it. The way they handled it was outrageous to me. So it was such a frustrating experience. I won't even go up there to the park because I know it's gonna get me so angry to see, because I see not just the invasive pines, but I also see they're planting out very sad, sick coast live oaks that have been greatly damaged. So they will never recover from that. Yeah, I know that as someone with a horticulture background, worked in landscaping, I've worked in amazing properties that back up to open space, and I live with on property that backs up to open space, but on Crow Canyon. But at any rate, I know that pine trees, invasive pines, are becoming a huge environmental problem, just as well as a lot right alongside eucalyptus. And East Bay Regional Park District seems to be on board. They really understand, they know, but Hard does not. That it was like talking to people. I just could not believe the ignorance of the Hard staff I spoke with. Extremely frustrating, and I felt like they were really their heart was not in this, and they didn't, how to say, in that project they just showed such disrespect for our native landscape. It shocked me. It really appalled me. So I could not believe that, because I have, in general, a very high regard for the Hard. I've grown up in this area, and they've done many great, I just know they're doing many wonderful things. But at any rate, so I have a letter that I wrote a year and a half ago. It addresses some of these concerns, but at any rate, I honestly believe I want to see all of those Mondale pines removed, and I want to see all the unhealthy trees removed. And I would like to see some person that really has a sense about tree health and tree aesthetics also, because all of the trees are just horrible looking, and it just, from a person with a horticulture background, it just drives me crazy. It just should not be that way. So anyway, there's that. Anyway, and I would like to talk to anybody. I would be interested to talk to anybody, because there's really, I think, a lot of issues. So this is a letter. I've done some research on it. I talked to the state.
Okay.
I talked to
And I know thank you for your comments. I know there has been some conversation, and there will continue to be conversation. So
Okay,
thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Are there additional public comments?
We do not have any hands raised online.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we are moving along to our consent calendar. There are 4 items tonight for consideration. Did anybody want to pull any of those?
I move the consent calendar as presented.
I'll take that motion.
I'll second.
And I have a second. Is there anyone from the public who wanted to make a comment on any of the consent items?
We do not have any hands raised online.
Okay, thank you. So with that, we'll go to a vote. Okay. And that was our one action item for the evening.
Well done.
So good job, everybody. We'll go on to board announcements and reports. I'll start with Director Hodges.
Your mic.
Mike.
Let's see. May the 14th, we went down to Alameda County Special Districts Association meeting at Livermore, and boy, I would love to move that whole facility our way, as it was great. And then guess that's about it.
Okay, thank you. Director Rosen.
Yes, I want to say I will echo that. I was very envious of their aquatic center and the buildings, community center, and the facilities that they have out there. It's a huge facility, and it looks great, and it looks like it's well used for a variety of users, from kids to seniors. And then they had a whole tot pool in addition to the normal Olympic pool. I was very jealous, and I want to say thank you to everyone for your support. Hopefully I can represent everyone well on the LAFCO
alternate seat, which is why we're there. So thank you. As far as community events, thinking back on it, I did go to a couple rodeo events this week. I got to see a lot of people. I got to see Chris wearing fancier clothes. And that was a lot of fun. And I got to see a lot of community members from Hayward Rotary and Chambers of Commerce and supervisors. It was good. Everyone seemed to be having a good time, and yeah, I think it was great. And I went to, there was a multicultural event at Roos Elementary in Hayward, and maybe next year we can get a footprint there. I'll have to talk to staff about that. I think that there's an opportunity there. So that was great though. Thanks.
Terrific, and congratulations on your election as alternate to LAFCO. Thank you for representing us well. Director Hatcher.
There's a thank you out from the Potters Sanitas group of Chairland. They reside or meet at the Chairland Elementary School. I drop some guides off. I go to the meetings relatively regularly, and they're very thankful for HARD and what we do, and some of the guides that obviously get sent out. But we did kind of mention that the guides are in English, but that there's also translation on our website, so they're appreciative of that. I stopped by just briefly for the HARDs. Representing the day of the Hayward Leadership Group for the Chamber of Commerce, and it was really great to see the new class and some of our staff that are there, and see kind of our initial presentation at the Douglas Morrison Theater and how it presents. And so I'm sure that didn't get all the reports back, but I'm sure it was a great day for the folks out there. I did attend the VIP at the Hayward Community Garden. Again, it's one of the shining beacons of our facilities that we have. It was great to see a robust group of volunteers out there, including our volunteer of the month was out there. And the gardens are looking really great. It's a good time of year for them. Staff was excellent to work with there, and so it was extremely positive, very robust. The master gardeners were having a program after that. So a lot going on. The beekeepers, the Alameda County beekeepers are out there doing their work out there also. So it's just great to see the place vibrant and looking good. And yes, the California Special Districts Association meeting out there at the Robert Livermore Center has a beautiful community garden also. It is literally like it kind of felt like an all-inclusive resort, because it was just very spacious, and it cost $20 million to build. It was celebrating their 20-year anniversary. And, when I look at their gyms, I'm like, oh, man, we gotta get some gyms. But, it's great to see a brother, sister organization, special district out there, with, and I said, hey, I don't really know if we have too much in common, but I'm sure staffs chat, and I know the HR departments have chatted with the folks over there. So it was really great. And I'm going to use a tagline from Director Rosen's, not acceptance speech, but his his presentation to get her. He's the new sausage king, the sausage maker. So congratulations on your appointment there, making sausage.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing the Edible East Bay. This edition highlights the Hayward Community Gardens. So congratulations, everybody, for that. And then for me, not a lot to report, but I did attend the National Recreation and Park Association DEI committee and the new JEDI quick guide. So the DEI committee members have been creating these guides that help Parks and Rec departments, districts, et cetera, to easily implement DEI approaches. And so there's a new one that was just published, which is a JEDI one. So if anybody needs a link to that, happy to let you know. They're very available. They're just not super visible on the NRPA website, but the intent is for them to be absolutely accessible to everybody. So that's that. And then I had a question from a community member about making sure that we're visible in the 510 parents networks and homeschooling networks and so on, because we have such great offerings. And then kudos to Noel and his team. They did a great presentation about pickleball today at Hayward Rotary. So it was very nice. And I'll turn it over. Oh, yes, sir.
sorry, I just remembered after hearing Director Hatcher talk about it. Yes, so Leadership Hayward was great. But I also attended the Hayward Youth Commission meeting, and they are very enthusiastic, and they were getting excited talking about how they're going to do their celebration this year. So I don't know how much discussions there's been about that, but there's a whole back and forth about where they want to go and what they want to do. And Hard was kind of a central theme about whether it's at a Hard Park or whether it's going to be at a facility or something else. And so it's good that we're in the middle of all those discussions with them. So.
Thank you. I'll turn it over to our staff team.
Honorable board members, we are working hard to get the budget book done. So we look forward to presenting that to you at the June 16 meeting.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Chris Peterson, Parks and Facilities Maintenance Director. I just wanted to share one quick story with you. We've been working with a Eagle Scout candidate that is working on their Eagle Scout project. And Stella Chang has taken on at the Castro Valley Veterans Memorial, rebuilding the welcome sign. And then it's a two-part project. The second part will be building a bench. And so I had a staff member go out Sunday. She brought a group of scouts with her. They installed the sign. And if you get a chance to get by and look at it, did a really nice job on it. And I'm looking forward to the bench part of it. But I'll put something in the next GM letter too, so you can see the pictures. That's it for me. Thank you.
Would we, sorry, quick question. Would we either at the veteran site or here do some kind of recognition when she completes her?
I don't know that we have to, but we absolutely could.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Okay. Cool. Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Adrienne Lee Bird, Director of Recreation Arts and Community Services. We had a mobile rec event at Adobe Skate Park yesterday, so I brought out the skateboard boards and activated that new park. And we are also planning a countdown to summer event on May 31st at Ashland Zocalo Park. So that will be a really fun family event. We're also going to be giving away some free weeks of summer camp at that event, which will be nice. Along the lines of activating that new space, we will be working with the chamber on FamFest, which I think they're settling on July 26th. That's been moving a bit. And we also have an upcoming collaboration with Mandela Partners in August to activate that space with one of their pop-ups. And other than that, we're really just getting ready for summer. It's our busy time of year, but we're really excited that we'll start summer programming at the new Ashland Root Center, kind of a soft opening, but we're all ready for that too. So that will be a really nice thing for the community. Thank you. There you go.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Megan Tiernan, Capital Planning and Development Director. Just two things tonight. So Mission Maddox is starting to wrap up. We should be done by the end of the month. And we're looking at having an opening event sometime in June, but more to come about that. And then last Wednesday, we received a planning award design excellence for San Lorenzo Creekway from the Northern Chapter of the American Planning Association. So another award for that project.
Congratulations to the team. Director Rosen, and then I'll go to Nicole.
I don't want to cut you off. I just had a question that just made me think of that. So Director Hatcher, you were there for the Ruby Meadows, I don't remember what they're calling it, but for the trail opening and that.
Yeah. So let me just briefly, it was the actually opening of the Crescent Grove, the new center, Eden Housing, open there. Is very well attended. There was a speaker list of about probably 25 people there. Senator Grayson was there, Supervisor Miley was there. A lot of funding folks were there. So I had the honor to speak on behalf of the trail system there. The group where the land was dedicated to the Native American tribe was there and spoke. And so it's a lot of consideration and well appreciation for not only bringing housing to our community, but bringing open space and bringing because that, we all know the history of that. There was a lot of contention and, the putting a facility like that there. And I think by having the words of the groups that, like HARD and the native group that was there, kind of keeps the reality of really the importance of our spaces and putting, all the elements in there, because it's really tough to argue that Halsey's, that, okay, we don't want it there, we want it somewhere else. But I think that with the stewardship that HARD brought in, I try to talk about, the partnerships that are mutually beneficial and that, we have a lot more opportunity. So thank you for bringing that up, for the ability to speak on behalf of that.
Thank you for doing that.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Nicole Espinoza Roa, Assistant to the General Manager and Public Information Officer. All of the fun dates you've heard this evening are coming to you in the GM Weekly Report. And the Hayward leadership did have a great time. I think we beat PD this time. So that's always, not that we're competitive by nature or anything. So, but they all had a great time and got to see a variety of the different things in the district and learned a lot in the morning. On a presentation that we covered with them.
Yes.
If it matters, the people that I talked to after attending that Leadership Hayward consistently said that's so far their favorite day of Leadership Hayward is the HARD day where they got to go see all our facilities. So.
Excellent. All right. Anything else for the good of the order? All right. With that, then we are adjourned until June.
Thank you, Les.